Hey everyone. So what I'm doing today is I got all these pepper plants and it's the end of the season. I would like to keep them in the ground to see if I can get a lot more. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of gardening space and it's time for me to start preparing because this bed is going to be greens and I need to get the seeds in the ground this weekend so that they can go ahead and start germinating for the fall. So this bed right here, along this line is cucumbers that I just restarted. So I'm gonna leave those probably until the first frost, which means that part of that bed is not going to be planted. However, I'm gonna put some Brussels sprouts right there, and I need to get those in the ground like ASAP. But this right here is my little jungle of peppers, and I'm just gonna go through and harvest, you know, as much as I can. It's some ripe stuff on here, but not a lot. So I think what I'm gonna do is the plants that, like this one right here is a little dead. I don't see it giving me much more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that up. I'm gonna pull up what seems to be dead, and then I'm going to leave like this jalapeno plant, which is still thriving and it's very sturdy. It's not falling over. It's just here to stay. And it has so many little baby jalapenos on there that I don't want to mess with it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And whew, flies are attacking me. That's what I'm gonna do right now, and hopefully we get to start canning some peppers if I can find some jars, y'all. In every video, you notice I'm saying jars. I have gone and paid way too much for some jars, small jars, whenever I see them. Listen, Ball, Kerr, I need to be able to order some jars, okay? And lids. Thanks. I think I planted my peppers a little too close together. I was trying something new this year because they said that peppers like to hold hands, and so that's what I was trying to do. I'm gonna go through and harvest first, and while I'm harvesting, I'm gonna see what plants are alive and which ones are dead. So like for instance, this one right here, I didn't get anything off of it at all this season. So it's going in the compost. It's my little compost wagon of plants that I pulled up. You see I dried up the melon plants that was over there, and now they're just dead in here. And so I'm gonna, as I'm going through and harvesting, I'm going to rip up the dead plants, and I don't usually do this in like the middle of the day, but I had clients today, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So I only have the middle of the day to do this. And I wanted to get some stuff planted this weekend. So this is life for me. Out here in the sun. My little hat on. All right, so this has blossoms on it, but the only thing, I didn't really care for these peppers. The ones that I got off of them, like, let me see if I can find one. This, I didn't really like. I think these were the lemon peppers. I mean, they were okay, but I got a lot of them. So if you like them, I got a lot of them, but if you like them, I mean, plant them. But for me, they weren't my favorite, so I probably won't plant that again. So if I have some seeds left, I'm going to take them all with me to the seed swap tomorrow. I got to look and see. So I'm going to pull that up. And it kind of, because it got so tall, it kind of shadowed over a plant that I really wanted to get something off of. And that was this one right here. Oops, I broke the whole stem off. That, that looks similar, but it's not. And this is a pineapple. That one was lemon. This one was pineapple. Or I might have them mixed up. I need to go and look at the picture. They're two different ones. They just look very similar. They were right beside each other. This one is a spicy sweet one. I love it. I would put this probably in some salsa to add a little color to it rather than just having jalapenos. This is a green bell pepper, which still has some stuff on it, so I'm gonna leave that there. My Sugar Rush Peach and Sugar Rush Red. These have had these on this plant for a very long time. I have not gotten but one. I planted these peppers June. And like my jalapenos, my green pepper, my green bell peppers, my mini bell peppers, my Anaheim peppers, my Cubanelles, banana peppers, like all of those I've been able to harvest consistently through the summer. The Sugar Rush ones, and again, this could just be me planting them too close together. I'm going to take full responsibility for my experimentations. But they just did not, they took too long to ripen. So I don't want to pull them up because there's just so much fruit. Like, I don't know if you can see it. There's so many fruits on here. Here's one that's just starting to ripen. I think this is going to be a peach because it looks like a peachy, like a brown kind of color. But okay, here we go. Now you can probably see it better. There's so many fruits on it that I don't want to pull it up because they're just starting to ripen. But I'm just disappointed. But so I'm going to still plant those next year. I'm just going to plant them further apart versus close together. In hopes that maybe that will help with the ripening process. The other one that I didn't get a lot of and I really wanted to were the Scotch bonnets or Scotch bonnets. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'm going to have to look it up. But you see I got a lot of fruits now. And this one is ripening. But I should have gotten way more. These are small peppers. They're not huge. Even these are small. And so they should have ripened a lot faster than they did. But they're just too close together. It's a lot of shade. This one, oh man. Listen, you guys. Okay, listen. This is like my favorite one. And it is very hard to find because it's everybody's favorite. And when I had that little mishap for peppers, I replanted. Just because I said I gotta get some. And they didn't have that many in the pack. There weren't that many seeds in the pack. This is the only plant that I got from it. The only one. And there's only 3 peppers on it the whole summer. And they're just starting to ripen. Now, I don't know if maybe they don't produce very well, but I want the peppers. So I'm going to plant them again, but I don't have any more seeds. So I'm going to leave this here so that I can get the seeds out of there. Because I, first of all, do not want to order more seeds because they're like $4 for like 10 seeds in the pack. And I want more. And peppers and tomatoes, they have like 100 seeds in each one. I'm exaggerating, but they have plenty of seeds. And I don't feel like, ooh, look, I'm sweating. I don't feel like I should have to pay for it when I have some surviving fruits. But I might not be able to eat any or can a whole lot, but I'm gonna get these seeds out of here. So it's leaning over, it's heavy. What I'm gonna end up doing next year is, those things they call tomato cages that do not cage tomatoes. Let me just say, because the tomatoes that I grow very, very tall. And I don't want to stunt their growth on purpose. So they outgrow the cages and the cages do nothing for them. I'm going to start calling them pepper cages. I'm going to put the pepper, because peppers, as you can see, doesn't grow that tall. But some of them need a little support because I have 2 plants here on the ground. It's leaned over. The big old green bell pepper plant. So I'm gonna cage my peppers next year in pepper cages. I've renamed them. This is a jalapeno. As you can see, it's not quite dark like jalapenos. And they're not spicy like jalapenos, but they have the flavor of a jalapeno. So I'm gonna leave that there because it's standing up nicely. I'm hoping that by me pulling up some of these, I'll let the ones that I want to really do its thing, do its thing. I think I got some more of these lemon ones over here that I don't like that I'm gonna pull up. What in the world? Look at this mother sucker here. Look at this bastard. Look at that mother. I'm about to feed him to the chickens. Okay? I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. Heh. I had to go get my gloves. I don't like touching bugs. I'll touch some of them, but not this one. Hey, girls. Who want it? Who wants it? Get it, get it, get it. She took that thing. They chasing her. Look, they fighting. Poor things. I'm sorry, I wish I had more. They not letting her be. Oh, who got it? Is it gone? Starting to get eggs again. They keep going through their moments where I'm not getting eggs, and I think it has something to do with the fact that my daughter does not give them the water that they're supposed to get all the time, and sometimes they just have days where they're a little thirsty. Hey y'all, okay, so as I was editing the video to post today, I realized I had no segue. I had no introduction. It just, to the second part of the video, it just kind of goes straight from my eggs to this man talking. What happened was me and my mom, we went to a farm tour here in Virginia, a black-owned farm. And I'm in a group on Facebook where we kind of planned this field trip, or the organizers planned the field trip, and I just showed up with my mother. But we were taking a tour. And then we were getting a lot of information, and I'm so sorry I would have done a totally separate video with the farm if I had gotten more footage, but I didn't. So I apologize about that. I am going to go back at some point. There were so many things that you can do. We were really just getting a tour, so I got some pictures that I'll post at the end of the video. And then I'll just post some of the times that I was able to catch him talking about certain things. So here is Browntown Farms.
And you grow, it's like a half a string bean, and then you grow them. What we do is let them stay on the vine, and then let them turn brown, and then we'll pop them, and then we'll save all the seeds out of them.
You let them turn brown on the vine, right?
Yeah. Yep. So there's a little seed. So we'll see how they do. I mean, they all right, but and our contract normally run about 10 pounds, and so. But just hold your hand out. Look how cold it was.
Oh, wow. There it is.
Get your head wet. I'll be ready to go. So when I harvest it, what I do is take what they call a knife, a tobacco knife, and I will cut this stem all the way down. Once I get it down, I take some cutters and cut the plant. I can let it settle.